It's this again. You can put one of those emojis in there with the big open mouth jaw dropped emojis, because it's this again, but it's consuming me. More of the cloth book in a minute, but the other day when I talked to you about this, I said I had some big samples that needed putting in a cloth book. So I've been looking at them, because some of them will go in here. This one won't. Even I'm going to have to bind all the edges of this one. Nothing's happened to this really, it's in its raw state, so that won't, it's too big. Again, this is another one that isn't finished. It's got a couple of edges that need sorted out, but I think this one will be too big as well. What I'm actually thinking is, these long spines that I made, this one might go on, but then no, it won't. Not without getting creased, and they can't get creased in here. They need to be flat, so that's a no-no. So I do need to make another one, a bigger one. In fact, there's another one here, but no, again, too big. Put that one away. This one will go in, but I thought they were all finished, but this one isn't. So this one would go in on the long spine, wouldn't it? On there, and then don't forget I've got these that I showed you the other day. So if you try and visualise how it might all go together with all these samples in. Okay, but this one will definitely go on the long spine, so you can see that one, but I need to do something with the top. I thought it was finished, but the top needs finishing. But it'll definitely, even if I stitch it, pin it, sorry, not stitch it, it's got a nice edge on the back as well. So it would attach to that, wouldn't it, with a pin? So that one will definitely fit in. So if I finish the top of that, then these can all go in, because, surprise, surprise, shock horror, it's finished. But then it's not finished because, what I'll tell you now, all the edges are finished. Okay, they've all been hand stitched. Top, bottom, all beautiful. This side, but in my enthusiasm to finish this, I've got to put ribbon on that side. So I'm going to do that now with you, if I can do it quickly. So if I fold it like that, I can get a sense of where they are. But the thing is, I don't want the back. When I stitch this ribbon on, it should have gone in there. I don't want it to look like a dog's dinner on the reverse of wherever it goes. So I've cut some ribbon here. What I'm going to do, I'll probably only do one of them with you, because it's going to be quite time consuming. If I put the ends together like that, this is the same, well, it's a different skein of the same ribbon. They're different colours, you'll see, slightly, but they were sold as the same colourway. I guess that's because they're naturally dyed. So if I fold that over a couple of times to prevent fraying, like that, then I need to stitch that on here, but I'm going to do it on the inside, but I don't want the stitching to come through to this side. So if I put it there, I've already got my needle threaded and ready with just some ordinary sewing cotton. So I mean, these are layered, so hopefully I'll only stitch through this first layer and it won't come through on the back. But then I'm thinking there's the possibility for this to look a mess, so I'm going to titivate it to hide the stitching, hopefully. So if I just secure it with this normal thread, I'm going to cut that tail off in a minute. It's like Video Central in here. I've been making videos for the last few days for classes, you know, so I thought, why shouldn't you have a video? Well, you've been getting videos, I guess. So that's that side secure. I'm going to cut that tail off. So what I'm going to do now is take this underneath here to the other side. And check I can't see it on there, which I can't. Don't be encouraging anybody professional to watch this video. Not that you're not professional, but you know what I mean. Secure this side, because the exciting bit is going to be the titivations I've got. Now I'm going to keep the gutterman in my needle for the first one because, let me finish stitching this. Now I'm wondering, do I need to stitch along the wide top of this, but I don't think I do, to be fair, because it's not going to be pulled very hard at any point, really hard. It's just going to be loosely attached to the other one. So if I should have done it the other way, shouldn't I? Should have done it so that was coming out like that. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to fold that over and do it that way. I could trim that off there. See, in my enthusiasm to finish it now, I've done it wrong. None of us are perfect, especially not me. So literally, I mean, I could leave that like a loop actually, and then just stitch it down here so that it's coming out of the book the right way. Catch that corner, that ribbon. I apologise for the banging, it's outside, I don't know who it is or what they're doing. If you can hear it, you might not even be able to hear it. It's very annoying. Right, so that's that one done there. It's actually nice, like a little loop now. So maybe that mistake was one of those mistakes where it turns out better. So again, take it through to the other side, making sure I haven't gone through the front. Turn it round. So when I'm going to put two of these on, so when I put the next one on, I'll do it the right way. And again, stitch through just the edge of the ribbon, just to secure it. I've got no loose ends here or anything, says she. There's one there, actually, that I can... Oh, I've caught that in now, that's alright. Right, so just fasten that off. And then I'll close the book over and you can see how it looks. Just gotta feed this through here so I don't have an end at the front. Now that looked alright if I left it like that, actually, it wouldn't matter. It looked quite nice. But if you fold the book over, then all I'm going to do with these is put one through the other like that. So it's not going to be pulled really tight or hard or anything. So that little bit of hand stitching is fine there. And that's how it looks. But I want to put something else on there. That's absolutely fine. So I've got these little things. Now they've got thread on them, but to me that thread isn't long enough to do anything with. But what I'm wondering is, if I just do a couple of stitches of gutterman on here, through the layers. There's no knot in this, I'm just going to try and... I'm actually catching that ribbon down now there, so either way I could have caught it down or left it loose. Then I'm wondering if this will go through the actual crochet on the ball. It's like a little ball with crochet around it, and it will, because it's fine. It will, says she. Yeah, it will. And I'll leave that little thing on there because I like it. And go back through there again. Now that's a nice little unexpected thing to have on the inside, isn't it? And then, so if I fasten this off, what, says she, dropping a needle. How long is this video? Good grief, it's like a class. I do like that. But then I've also got, I like glass buttons, I collect glass buttons, and I've got loads of them. But I've got a few here on the table. Just put that through there. Then I haven't got. Oh, that's really nice. So that mistake of mine is just all it's done is led to another opportunity for embellishment, which is never a bad thing. So I've got some here I actually like this one here. This one. So I need to get that off there now. Easier said than done. Oh, come on. There. That one, I like that one. So that'll go on there as well, and that'll be a nice little touch. So I need some cotton embroidery for that. So I'll just thread my needle. We won't be long, I'll be finished in a minute, promise. Promise, promise. Leave you in peace. I'm going to have to put a knot in this. And I am going to have to, no actually what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put a knot in it. Because it's going to have to go through to the other side, this, because it's a button. So where do I want to put it? I could put it there. Right. So if I come up from the front and leave a long tail at the front, get the button, go through the button, and go back down to the front, and then I could just tie that, and that's not going to look horrible on the front, that's going to look nice on the front, just a little tie. I like little ties on my work, the evidence of my hand being in this work. There. There. So that's that sorted out. So that little problem that I created of my own making just led to the opportunity for that, which to me is lovely. So yeah, and that'll just go through there like that for fastening purposes, because they're never going to be pulled really tight, because I don't want those samples getting creased, so it's always going to have to lay flat, and it's just a suggestion of a fastening. It's more a suggestion than a practical thing. It's an idea than a functional thing, sorry. Phew. Okay.